I'm going to show you just one side for triangle, Trikonasana. So the back foot is round like 90 degrees, then the toes and the right leg, the front leg are facing straight ahead. The little space between the heels, arms are straight, slowly start to bend that right leg just a little bit, lean the left shoulder back, and then slowly start to straighten that right leg a little bit more. Remember, energy like lifts up, nice and long through the waist. Feel free to take your bottom hand to a block. Definitely just work on length through that left side. Good. When you come out, you want to bend that knee slightly and engage through the obliques to lift up. Now just pivot that back foot a little bit more so that both hips are facing to the front of your mat. And that back foot, there's a slight angle. That heel is grounded and that front leg can be a little bit bent. Taking your hands or your thumbs to your hip crease, find length through your spine as you inhale. Hands can come to blocks or on either side of your foot. Stay up higher if you're super tight. Keep the leg a little bent if you're super tight. Or find that length and then just slowly fold, hinging from the hips. Now coming into revolve triangle, you're going to lift yourself up halfway. Or let's start from the top actually. So grounding through that back foot. You're going to reach the opposite arm out. Take the thumb of your right hand. And you're going to pull the hips back. Take your left hand to a block or the floor as you slowly rotate to the other side, and then if it feels good, you're going to extend that opposite arm. Remember, just gentle stretch is good, and you can always keep that front leg a little bent if it bothers your hamstrings. And then to come out, just slowly rotate back to the floor, and then inhale, engage the legs and core and rise up. Now, warrior two, back leg is strong, and the back foot is about anywhere between 90 and 70 degrees. Arms are straight as your right thigh comes parallel to the floor. This is warrior two. Eyes look forward. Probably drishti would be looking at like your index finger of your right hand. And then coming into side angle, just keeping the hips, drawing them back a little as you reach that arm forward, and taking your right hand to the floor or a block and opening that left arm up towards the ceiling. Remember, connecting that right inner thigh to the right tricep, and that left leg is nice and strong as your inner thighs spiral up. That side angle, slowly turn down towards the floor as you lower the back knee, and we will take, I'm going to face you, a modified side angle. So bring that front knee to 90 degrees and a little space so you feel stable. Rotate to your right and hook the elbow. Draw the palms together as your hands work towards the center of your chest. You have the option to keep the back knee down or curl the toes under and then slowly lift the back knee if you're feeling pretty stable. And remember, don't let that right leg collapse out. There's a nice connection between the left tricep and the right thigh. And then slowly lower yourself down. And then for the final standing posture, Prasarita Padottanasana, feet or widespread forward fold. Feet are parallel. Find length in the spine. Keep the knees bent a little bit if you need to. Remember, we talked about that sitting back and letting the pelvis or the hips hinge, and then slowly fold. And if it feels good to you, you're going to slowly start to straighten the legs. Remember not to hang in the hamstrings, and work on that length in the spine. Good. Inhale to come out, bend the knees slightly, hands to hips, and inhale, rise up. And we did two balances, tree, so feet are parallel. You're going to take one knee up, grab the foot and take it to the inner thigh. Connect that foot to the inner thigh, palms together, standing up nice and tall, and that working on that external rotation of that right hip. Drishti, remember, look at the ground if you're feeling a little off balance. And then slowly coming back out. And the other posture we did was warrior three, so from the side. Hands to your heart center, start. Remember, you have a sensitive back. You can always keep the leg a little bit more bent and work on that glute and hamstring strength. And keeping the hands in. If you can, you're going to slowly start to straighten that leg and reach the arms out in front of you. Good. That right leg is straight, but it's not locked out. And that was what we covered so far.